welcome back to the Making It podcast. Today's a very special day because I'm joined with Luka here, and what we're going to be introducing, me and Jamie, is something called Making It Moments. Now, you see our weekly episodes every week, and me and Jamie talk about our journeys, but you know, there's other people in the world, like Luka, who have got their own journeys. Now, so this is our first Making It Moment episode, and Luka currently is making it he wants to be the Vice President of Sport at Northumbria. So we're back in the studio, just like me and Jamie were. Luka, introduce yourself, why are you here, and what are you doing with this campaign?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me onto the podcast. You know, it would help me out massively. I'm Luka Matijevicc, and I am running for VP of Sport. I am the engagement officer and social sec for the football club. There's 160 members, so a lot of people. I don't know what else.
So I've seen Luka's face quite a lot, to be honest. I remember when I was in first year, basically there's this club called Troppy Loco, and I was always seeing your face on the Instagram and that. I was thinking, he's quite big there when it comes to the socials. And obviously you guys know I recently became a coach this year, and I've grown to know Luka a bit more, and he also runs the intramural leagues, which I play in. So Luka, before we get into your campaign, even I don't know this. You know, where are you originally from? Yeah. You know, what brought you to Northumbria? Why is Luka sat here right now?
Why am I sat here? Right, good question. So I come from Leeds, just north Leeds, got a little area called Moortown. Obviously went for born there, nursery, primary school, high school, sixth form, whatever, and then really enjoyed Newcastle, liked the look of it. Came here, settled in, moved into my accommodation with two of my best mates. I'm on sport management. I've always loved Newcastle, loved the look of it. But a little bit about my background. Obviously, you might see the name Luka Matijevicc. It looks a bit rogue, a bit out there. So my parents came over in 1999, just at the end of like the Yugoslavia breakup. So my parents, I'm gonna get quite deep straight away. I can't.
It's alright, man. Whatever you want to say, bro.
Yeah,
I think here for Luka today.
My dad obviously met my mum, whatever, they got on well. My mum was studying in Belgrade, Serbia, capital, doing economics, we're from a little area in Croatia, so about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. They're doing a bit of long distance. Obviously back then you can't really communicate, not like we can now on WhatsApp and stuff. So she finished uni, came back, and then my dad was like, we're going to England. She was like, no, we're not, we're staying here. But then my dad was like, I've already bought the one-way plane ticket, we're not going back here, like it's absolute hell here, you know, massive war. And the flight was booked for like the week, like next week, just straight out of the country. Came out, had a one-way ticket. My dad told my granddad, obviously my mum's dad, he was like, absolutely not, no way, you're not going anywhere. They left for England, never looked back. Had 80 quid to the name when they landed in Heathrow. Damn. Spent the first 2 nights in the airport. Obviously didn't know the language, didn't know what to do, where to go. Managed to settle, find a fee. Luckily my dad had a contact in Gloucester, so just down southwest down there. So stayed there for a bit, moved around, bit of Doncaster, then settled in Leeds, and then had 3 children, my older brother, me, and then my younger sister. So yeah, that's a little background of everything. So yeah. That's it really.
So I mean, that's interesting because obviously I never knew that about you, and it's interesting to hear that's how you came. Obviously your family came to the UK and things. But in terms of Northumbria, what made you pick Northumbria? I know you said you like Newcastle, but was there a particular thing about the city? Was it just a feeling you got? You know, what brought you to Northumbria University?
I think the main thing that brought me to Northumbria, I think obviously the distance. It's far from home, but it's not too far.
Yeah,
obviously,
good balance,
it's a good balance. Like family's a big thing to me. Like my parents, my siblings. Like, it's only just us 5 really. We don't have like an auntie or uncle we can just pop round to, or my grandma, or like your grandma. You know, you have to get on a plane. So I think staying close to family, but like I still have my time, like a bit of me time. Obviously, I was 18 at the time. I want to go out. I want to develop. I want to just better myself. I want to have a bit of, you know, just mature, grow up, and I think that was a good balance why I chose Northumbria. I think the setup, like I looked at the football before, it looked great. Some of the lads that I went to sixth form with who went year above, they obviously a few of them went to Northumbria, they were like, can't fault it. So yeah, it was always really enjoyed it.
It's a cracking uni. I mean, things like this where we have a podcast room, and I mean, I've heard before, like the student experience at Northumbria is just amazing, and it's great that you're a part of that. So coming into football, I've seen on your manifesto that you were the captain at school, your
Yeah,
county team and your local team.
yeah.
You know, is there something about you which put you in that position? Because I tended to naturally draw to being a captain when I was at school, and I would say that's due to my communication, who I am as a person, my leadership skills, and you know, wanting to care for other people. You know, I think when you are the captain at school, your local team, your county team, it shows you have something about you. And you know, is there a certain part of your character, you know, something which could relate to you being vice president, which got you in that position?
Yeah, massively. I think obviously all the skills are transferable. So when you are like 16, 15, like leading lads from like different areas of West Yorkshire, you obviously representing everyone and, you know, making sure everyone's obviously well on and off the pitch, and we want to obviously just win. We want to be the best. We want to do the best. I always say that to myself. If you want to be the best, you have to do the best.
Yeah.
A lot of things I've realised, obviously growing up, you don't get stuff handed to you. So if you really want something, you have to go and get it and put the work in, because nothing gets handed to you. You know, it's not a silver spoon or whatever, like what they say. So if you like, I think just being confident is a massive thing. You've just got to be confident and not scared to embarrass yourself. There's been plenty of times where I've embarrassed myself and, you know, howlers on a Wednesday or whatever. But you just got to literally just suck it up. And I know it's horrible to say, but you just got to remember no one's going to remember in 5 years. And if they do, then come on, like,
I know what you mean, man. Not taking yourself seriously big time,
You just got honest, you just throw yourself out there, because the worst thing someone can say is no.
Yeah.
And if you say no, then you just move on, you know. So I think it's important just to have all the skills and qualities and confidence, massive, and just the self-belief that you can go and do something and go on and win. Either a game or like winning VP of sport or even sports personality last year. You've got to throw yourself out there.
Yeah,
that's
you know
all
what? Let's talk about that sports personality. So Luka won sports personality of the year last year. Was it? Did they have like
sports?
They have a
sports
don't they?
Sport, big thing.
So was there a particular thing which got you that sort of position? You know, what led you to there? Because it's interesting. Because I mean, hearing what you're saying, and we talk about things on the podcast, and the listeners know that everything you're saying is it's great to hear. Like as a person, you've clearly got the qualities, and I see all these things right now. I've got it down my list. You know, captain of school. You know, you're captain of the Freeze here. You know, you've done this intramural stuff. You've done the social stuff. Like, not just anyone gets there. And you know, give yourself a pat on the back, bro. Because you've done really well to put yourself there. And now you're in a position where you want to get to vice president of sport. You know, all these things, all this context is great for you to get there because you built the foundations. So you'll be having my vote for sure.
Thank you very much.
But talk to me about sports personality of the year. You know, how was that day, and what do you think got you that?
Right. Well, I think it's important to start I think it all starts at the beginning. Even I know I won it in my second year, but it starts in first year. It's honestly coming up to trials, doing your best, trying to get on a team, and just making a name for yourself. But you don't want to be like that guy where you try too hard and you know you just want to like impress everyone. You just do you. You mean well, and you just get on with everyone. You say hi. You don't do anything stupid. Like you obviously have your moments and whatever, and your little blips, but it's how you react and move on. And I think that was my first year, just throw myself out there. If I got told to dress as a pig, I'm doing face paint, like full body paint, like everything, no problem. But then I think it really kicked off in second year when I wasn't a silly fresh anymore. There was like the Just Play sessions at the uni, so obviously they were like advertised and want like a couple interns. So obviously I applied, went through the process, got the job. Very nice. I really enjoyed that internship. Making new connections, meeting people. It can either be from teams like rowing, the American football lads, you know, all of them come into the netball sessions, badminton, dodgeball, stuff like that. You just meet people and you just create positive environments. It's a report. You just say hi, how you doing, how's your weekend, and then I think just going out on a Wednesday and getting involved in like the charity events and fundraisers and making an effort to get also other people involved in your club. And also I did the like communications officer last year, so running the Instagram. The TikToks were pretty decent last year. The TikToks were a good laugh. I think one of them blew up, so that was pretty fun. That was a good group of lads.
How many followers ended up getting?
On the TikTok, we got 1,400, but one of them had like 600k views, like 550, 600k views.
Nice.
So that was good. That was a good kick off. And then just honestly, just literally just throwing yourself out there, and then just having a very good group of friends and good close people. And then and then a couple of your friends put your name down, which I was like, oh, you don't have to, and I was like, thank you. And then I was actually like away on holiday, got stuck in Amsterdam airport for 24 hours. Honestly, I don't want to talk. It was the worst day of my life. Couldn't leave the airport, and then I get an email. I'm like, oh, you've been nominated, and I was like, what? Like me? And I was like, all right, go on then, yeah. So obviously, I spread the message. Obviously, everyone was like, oh my god, no way. It was like a 3-day voting process, so it was literally just bang, 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 bang. So I've like had that experience of the voting process, which is obviously similar to next week when the VP Sport come out. So I know I've got a rough idea what I need to do and just get it in. And then obviously on the actual sports ball day, I woke up at literally 7 and I was just shake, like nervous, nervous. Just had to like calm down, take loads of deep breaths. It was a big day. Like we started in the pub at like 2-3. I was like, boys, we need to
What time was the ball?
But I think you arrived for like 6:30, 7.
Were you steaming when you got there?
Nah, I said to the lads, I'm taking it 7 just in case.
Enough,
well, that went out the window. I was absolutely smashed. Got there, like, obviously sat on the nerves and whatever, and you know, you just like, obviously you meet, and there was a rugby league lad and a women's rugby league girl who were also like going for it as well. So I was like speaking to them, you know, you speak to them like all the best, like you don't know what's going to happen. You honestly just don't know. It's that fear of element of surprise, because it only goes 2 ways. You get it or you don't.
Yeah.
And you just got to prepare yourself for the worst, and you just got to have like a level head, because you just got to be calm. And then obviously it's the last award of the night, so obviously you're drinking on, like, you just keep drinking and drinking, and you're like, God, like it's gonna be me now.
Did that settle the nerves?
If anything, it's made I kept needing to go to the toilet. Nervous wheeze, honestly, just kicked in. But obviously I had all the boys around me like on a massive table, so that helped. And then when the award came, and then obviously Harvey was on stage just talking, and I was just like, please, just get it over. I just want to know. And then fortunately, obviously, the big whiteboard comes out. I was on the big whiteboard, and bang, it was just there, and everything just dropped. Because all the boys, obviously, everyone started jumping up and cheering, and I was just there like, I'm literally still shaking now. I've just got so.
Well, man, that's honestly, really cool, man. I can just imagine that.
And then I got up on stage, and I absolutely butchered it. I was apparently up there for 3 minutes, what felt like 2 hours. Honestly, like, big dry mouth. I was just like, oh my God, there's
doing
so
a speech,
Yeah, I did not prepare a speech, because I wasn't thinking like that. And then, just had a great night after, honestly. So,
that's special, man. That's special. And I'm hearing a lot of things when it comes to just play and, you know, having your boys with you, and you speak a lot about building rapport and that positive environment. And I was looking at your manifesto, and I think one of the questions was, what's your motivation for being vice president of sport? And I think a big thing I got from that paragraph was that sense of community. You know, why do you believe a sense of community is so important, especially at a university? Yeah,
I think community is very important. Having people on your side, it's having friends, it's having people you can just go and speak to and have a chat with, smile at, say how you doing. It's important to have different connections with different sports teams and societies, because at the end of the day, it's the students who go on to vote. So if you have a good connection with them, they know and they trust you that you're going to do a good job. Like, and a manifesto is about 800, 900 words, but anyone can read that and base of it. But if you also base your opinion on how maybe I'm as a person, and like see me, you know, going out and do things, you maybe think, you know what, he's going to go and make that change, and I want to voice I want to express all the students for, you know, I want to make them feel.
You want to be
heard.
the voice of the students.
Yeah. I want to make them feel heard. I want to make them feel like they can get involved and they shouldn't be shy in taking part. That's why a big one for me is just promote inclusivity. I feel like I think everyone needs to be involved in some sort of physical activity. It's an important thing for your mental and physical health, especially. So yeah.
So you speak about inclusivity. Now I've seen on your manifesto. They put down 3 things you want to achieve, and your first one was inclusivity. Now, it's a great thing to bring in as vice president, but how will you bring in inclusivity?
I think it's got to come from many forms. First, it's just got to come from me putting my foot forward and making that impact and making that change. So if I was to get VP, it's just literally just putting hard work in. I think I've got good rapport with most of the clubs and societies. I know a lot of people, and I can just get talking with them. See what I've already spoken to some, see what they want changing and stuff, but it's all about just seeing others play sport by introducing more sessions on maybe the Just Play, introducing maybe a new scheme that works, that's a lot easier to access. I think updating the NU Sport app is very essential, because a lot of obviously it's names and title, Northumbria University Sport. So obviously if someone's looking to play sport or get involved, they go on there. So I think making it more appealing and where a bit more accessible for someone just to go on, sign in, fill a few boxes, and go on. I can't wait to see you at Monday at 5:30. And I think that would make a massive impact on, maybe it could be an international student coming over, not sure what to do, but they could really love badminton. So they sign up for a badminton session, meet other people there, and that could really kickstart their, let's say, career at university by meeting people through sport. Because most of the people I've met through, those people I'm friends with, I'm very good friends with even, or know of, have come through sport. Or you know him, he plays badminton, or you know him, he plays dodgeball, whatever. So I think it's important that creating connections come through sport, mate, essentially, really.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I know growing up, like I've spoke about, like, sport has been a big thing, and it is that universal language, it builds your confidence. You can talk to people a lot easier, it's a lot more accessible through sport, and I think sport is a great way to be inclusive. And I think with that Just Play where anyone can get involved, like I've heard about developmental sessions with football, and obviously I'm involved in football, but I'm sure there's ones with other sports, and just bringing people in, because uni can be quite a lonely place. So as we talk, like you talk about, a stronger university starts with sport.
Mm-hmm.
And it really does. And if anyone can get involved with sport, then do it. And I think it's great that you want to bring people in. Now, talking about the 3 things you want to achieve as vice president. So we talked about inclusivity and that sense of community, and just giving people a reason why they're at the uni, giving people that spark, something they've got to do in their week, like they're looking forward to. They may be in their lectures and they're a bit bored, it's a bit dull, but they know they're playing football later. So it gives them that incentive, give people that buzz around the uni, and sport's such a great way to do that. So it's nice to hear you speak like that. Something which sparked my interest when I saw your manifesto was bringing a live feed in the gym.
Yeah.
Now talk to us about that one.
Yeah, so obviously we're thinking what to write in my manifesto, and obviously I've had support from my good friends and stuff. So and we came up to a conclusion of, we went to the gym on the day and we were like, well, how about we know how many people are in the gym at one given time? So I think seeing how many people in the gym, it could make someone go on and like join the gym or participate. I think seeing how many people in the gym could obviously motivate people to join, or maybe someone could be a little bit like bit taken back about, because I feel like I've started in the gym. I was once that 14-year-old who just first stepped into the gym, and I was like, oh my god, these guys are like huge. But then obviously being going to the gym ever since, and you just start to realise it helps you confidence, helps you mentally and physically. It could be an hour, even could be 20 minutes. It just helps you out massively. So I think being able to create just a little it's a tiny little feature, but it could make a massive impact. I think by seeing how many people are in the gym at one given time, it could really just motivate someone to go in, do a quick workout, do a quick session. Like I've seen it myself firsthand, like seeing my little sister, she like growing up, she wasn't confident and she wasn't very outgoing, and she looked obviously she has 2 older brothers, so she's a massive tomboy, which luckily she's not yet. So I think seeing her not being shy to get involved of like what other people are gonna say, and then like obviously me and my brother, like we got her in the gym and stuff, and we obviously joined a gym that has a feature where you can see how many people are in, and she'll be looking at it. And I picked it up, obviously boys are like, I'm just oblivious. I'm like, what? You don't really see it, but like growing up and realising that she wanted to go when it felt most comfortable for her, when there were like less people in, and when she could go and do her own little thing. So obviously bless her, she's obviously unreal, wow, what, honestly, she's grown up like a proper strong woman. But I want to inspire other people to kind of follow my sister's similar path, and being able to just attend the gym and not feel getting judged or watched. And I think the gym's it can be an intimidating place.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think you obviously grow to realise that everyone's there just for themselves and just get better, and no one's really judging. You don't judge, and I've done things so many wrong in the gym, and someone goes, oh, you can do this better. I'm like, you know what, I appreciate that. So I think having that feature would increase more people to attend the gym, and maybe include more sessions, more activities. So I see there's a women's only session, but when I've been in the gym myself, I've seen it's 6-7 people. Why can't it be 15 or 20?
Yeah.
Why can't it be a big thing where like you can sign up, especially women in sports, a big thing, and seeing my sister like playing basketball like and stuff, and watching her like develop, and it wants to motivate me for other people to, you know, just want to get involved in sport and physical activity. It's a big thing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think with gym especially, like you say, that intimidating environment, I know from people around me, you know, starting gym can be a scary thing, you know, whether you're a guy or a girl or whatever. And I think having a live feed of knowing how many people are in it just gives people that comfortability, because I know I go to that gym, and for me, just seeing if it's busy, it's like, oh, I won't be able to get the machines.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
for some people, seeing there's like, 100 people when it's quite a small gym, like, it's intimidating and it's scary, and people want to feel comfortable. So to ease people into that environment, being able to see a live feed, you know, oh, there's only a few people in this morning, or they can see certain times they get to go. They can then create a routine because they know the certain times when people are there, or there's a certain amount of people in the gym. So I really like that idea, because not just for people who are normal gym goers, but those who want to start up, and especially at uni when people want to do something with their time and start something new. You know, I really like the idea of a live feed. I know I'll be using it.
Yeah. No. Sorry. So it's important to break up your day. Obviously, you can just find yourself doing your work, uni, doing this, doing that. But it's important just to step out and just, you know, a bit of physical activity a day, like half an hour, 45 minutes. Like the current daily mile challenge is a big thing. It's even just a walk to uni. It just adds up. It makes you feel good, and someone could attend the gym and even meet friends there. There's honestly so many opportunities that have come from the gym. So, and like seeing other people develop, and you know, you feel good about yourself when I've never stepped out the gym and felt bad about myself. Yeah. So I want to make that available to everyone. But yeah.
And it relates to that stronger university with sport as well.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Someone might go to the gym in between their lectures. They saw only a few people there. I'm going to go before my lecture, and then they feel better when they're in the lecture. They're more focused. They're more engaged. Now, moving into your third thing you want to achieve. So we spoke about inclusivity. You want your live feed at the gym. Now, the third thing you want to achieve is, for context for people listening, and I'm sure people at the uni know, but we have a sports centre called Coach Lane, and they play football there, hockey, American football, rugby, all sports. It's basically the sports campus of the uni. Now, they have a bar, and I've been, and right now it's a fairly small bar. You can get a few drinks, a few packet of crisps. Yeah. So you want to increase that bar. You want to make that bar better. Now, how will you do that, and what do you want to do with that bar?
Yeah, it's a great question. I want to make it, firstly, just a better environment, a welcome environment where people either pre-game or after the game to come socialise and get talking with people, and just it's all just one big link really, and just having that welcome space, or just an area where someone can go after a game and just have a drink with their friends. It don't have to. It can just be like a soft drink or whatever, and just have a chat, like meet other people and talk to others, and especially that's just not on a Wednesday. Like I'll do the intramural program right now on the Monday 5-a-side at Coach Lane, and obviously we've got Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if I have in that little area, maybe after like a Monday 5-a-side, you've got all lads who go up and just have a bit of food here and just chill, like having that space, and even just a bit more appealing, like a nice bar upstairs, like nice set out, like lovely pints on tap, and you know, nice soft drinks, and obviously snacks, and even hot food would be like big hell.
Food would be lovely,
yeah, like because obviously like before a Wednesday, like the game could finish at half 7, 8, and you've got no time to have food, and just have a bit of food up there, then you can just carry on with your night. I think it'd be a big help.
I think that also takes away the pressure of it being a bar as well, because especially people who are sports students, you know, they look after their body, they're healthy, and I think if you bring in that hot food, I really like that idea, because people can come in after a game and they can have a nice bit of grub, and they can sit down with their pies or whatever, and they can just discuss the game. Because I remember when I was a kid growing up, we had this away day in a place called Bingham, and we would have chip butties after the game, and that's a little memory in my mind. And I like the idea of it being open on a Monday as well, and like every day of the week, because obviously I think right now is it just open on sports days, like on a Wednesday, or it's not really the most accessible bar ever. So obviously we have Habita here, making it something like that where people can go and get food, they can get a drink.
And then there's a campus over there. There's people that go to Coach Lane to study, so why can't they have the similar experience to the city campus?
So they don't feel detached away from it all.
You want to make it all linked together, and I think it's important that they can also. I know majority of like very popular physiotherapy go to Coach Lane to study, so why can't I have the similar experience?
Why can't they chop a pint after
that?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could just pop in no matter what. So I think for them to have that same experience would be fair, especially like around obviously rugby, football, all of them, hockey, we all play there, so I think it'd be a great area.
Yeah, it adds to that sense of community like you were talking about, even that inclusivity of, especially with the hot food, it takes away that pressure of it being alcoholic. You know, someone may not want to go for a drink after they play the game, they just want a bit of food, and that gets them involved as well, rather than feeling like they have to drink with the boys or the girls after a game. And now, so they're your 3 things you want to achieve, and from what I've gathered, a lot of it is you want that sense of community. You know, everything you've done applies to that. You know, the bar, people coming in and talking with each other after the game and before games, and having that sense of community and atmosphere. You've got inclusivity, getting everyone involved. And in terms of the live feed at the gym, inclusivity at the gym, that atmosphere, that community at the gym. Now, Luka, you want to be vice president.
Yes.
But what's your reason why behind all this? When Luka comes in every day and he wants to be the vice president, and that's his job, and he's coming into the office and he's coming into uni every day, you know, what's your why for being vice president? What gives you that real spark? What's your why?
My biggest why is doing it for the students. I found myself always just putting my foot out and helping others, and I want to see others achieve great things. And I think by me being VP Sport would just help others to also grow and achieve and accomplish things they want to. Like, there could be someone out there who has an idea, really good idea, but they don't feel like maybe have someone to go to, and they can't put that action in place. I want to be that point of contact where someone who comes up with an idea just comes to me and be like, yes, let's make this happen, let's just go, and like not be afraid to say no to ideas. And if someone's got like, I've always taken criticism on, and I want to hear, and I want to be the voice of the students. I want to express their thoughts and feelings, and maybe if something's going well, how can we make it better? Like, how can we just make it the best? But if something's not working out, what can we do? Can we change something? Can we make it better? And I just want to make an impact at the uni. I think Northumbria is massive, and it's growing each year, like capacity wise. So I want to just be the you know, like just the front, like, not the, you know, just want to be just a voice for the students. I want to put their thoughts and feelings and like their plans into place, and I want to make it their universities. You hear it from people, it's the best time of your life. And I think by me being VP of Sport would make it that better for everyone who just wants to come into uni, have a great time, wait like for their fixtures and trainings, and quality as well. Like, I feel like obviously the kit sponsor this year obviously fell through, so why can't we just make a new kit next year, have it lined up? I'm not sure like who, but I'll obviously take ideas on, I don't know, like maybe like say like Castor or Under Armour or something like that, and let's just get it going straight off the bat. And like, I don't want I always do this thing where like if someone tells me something, I don't like delaying on it. I want to do it now because I'll forget, first of all. So that's mostly the main reason. So I just want to go. I just want to get going, and I want to just see the students develop into obviously mature young adults. I'm still obviously mature young adult. I'm mature, you know. I like to think I am.
On the website,
not on stage, please. So yeah, I was doing it for the students and just be the voice and be the point of contact, and just make university life better for everyone and get everyone involved, and don't feel like they're secluded or, you know, can't participate. I don't like that mindset. I want to get everyone involved and get everyone on it.
No, that's really nice, man. And I think wrapping up this podcast, I think you want to make it as a vice president in sport, and listening to what you're saying, you know, some people may go for that role because they want the money, or they want that title, or they want their big face on the board outside the student union. But I think some of the qualities you've been speaking about, and just you're putting the people first, and I think that's the main thing. I really like the idea of the live feed at the gym. You know, it gives people that comfortability to go, inclusivity, just play, getting people involved, giving them something to do with their days and their time at uni, giving them that fulfilling space at uni. And even with the bar at Coach Lane, you know, bringing in hot food and bringing in an atmosphere where everyone can get involved. I think putting the people first it's been really nice to hear some of the things you say, because obviously we spoke a bit during football and stuff, but it's been nice to get to know you in this way, Luka, and I think it's been great to have you on the Making It podcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me, Dan.
And vote for Luka.
Vote Luka,
Vice
VP
President of
Sport.
Sport. I will be.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, honestly.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's get a photo.
Feel so right.